Welcome everybody to episode 18 of Tales from the Tackle Shop, and if we get through the whole of this one in one go, it would be a minor miracle.
Do you want to smash anything? Or?
Well, yeah, so...
Just then.
Nearly killed Alex, and the new podcast mascot, who you'll see later on. Not in this episode, because he's being a bit of a puppy, yeah. And the camera is going in and out of focus. Don't know why. Good job we have two. But so it's Gremlins in the works, but we'll just carry on. Maybe we've got water and glass everywhere.
Maybe.
How have you been?
Well, it's shop-wise, it's picked up quite a bit. Sun's come out. Anglers I haven't seen for probably 4 or 5 months have appeared. They come for one day, and now the weather's turned crap. They go back in again. But yeah, it was.
Is that normal on a commercial?
Yeah, you saw a few out, like little tasters, just see if it's warm enough for them. Yeah, and then a couple of weeks' time they'll be back every single week on their regular day that they come fishing, so it's good. But it just springs in the air now, isn't it? It's like feels so much better. Daylight hours, you can do stuff in the evenings. There's rudd all over the health centre bridge now. Chuck bread in. There's rudd everywhere. So my theory is true. I'm convinced as soon as there's blossom on that tree, as soon as that's on the tree, that's when the rudd appear.
Is that your prophecy?
That is my nature.
Is it?
Yeah. I can assure you that's my...
You drew quite well on Sunday, in theory.
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get onto this later, because there was a bit of abuse. I wandered out onto the veranda to speak to the... Dave Lee.
Yeah, he was there in the week, but wasn't there on Sunday.
No, he wasn't there on Sunday.
No, because he was on the culvert.
I'm not going to give away... I saw him Friday.
Did you?
Practising elsewhere.
No. What, he wasn't here or Wiggy's Bridge?
I can't say where.
Oh.
But I did hurl abuse at him.
Right.
As is to be expected. I said, What are you doing here? He started laughing. I said, I've got your cup of tea ready.
Yeah.
I said, you're not at home. And it was the only place that he can catch on a secret bait, which I can't disclose because he asked me not to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I might tell you off camera.
Yeah.
If you remind me at the end, because I'll forget about that as well. But so Dave Lee's departed the scene. He's gone to the culvert. He must have got a lot. Did he know where to park?
For the culvert? Yeah, he's been there a few times.
Has he? Yeah.
You don't know where the bypass is, though.
No. So I didn't see him. But I saw Jonathan Means.
Sunday?
I've rented a room out to him.
Have you?
Yeah, he's fishing opposite mine that often now.
Yeah.
And giving him private tuition lessons on how to use the long pole.
There is that much Bob Nudd can't even do a video anymore. You notice this year he's like...
Well, Steve Smith and Moley did actually start looking at some Bob Nudd videos as they were setting up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they told me this. Oh. They said, we've been looking through the chronicles of Nuddism to find out how to fish these two particular swims.
Yeah.
Didn't help them much. Should we get on to mole baiting later?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, okay. So, did you want to start off with your Fenland District Council announcement?
Well, yeah, I think there's quite a bit going on with the March. Well, the old Neen as a venue, obviously, is like a hotbed of angling through winter, isn't it? And we do bang on about it as if there's no other venue in the area, but there is no other venue in the area this year, has there? It's been pony, but basically they're doing some improvements to the West End Park, and if you're an angler that's been down over the last few years, the parking has been... Bob does such a good job on trying to secure spots for the anglers to park sensibly without local residents moaning, and basically this year we've lost the builder's yard, which was perfect for anglers like myself that always drew between the bypass bridge and the turning bay, or to the right of the turning bay. It's perfect for me. Whereas this year we've lost that for whatever reason, I don't know. And then what used to be the allotments car park, or what we call the council yard, they've changed the key to that, so you can't park there. So we're left with basically the health centre on a Sunday and Oxbow Crescent, which, when you've got a big match, there's not many parking spaces. You can't park on the bypass because it's too dangerous now. And yeah, okay, we've got a lovely car park the other side of the bridge, but might as well be in Chatteris. You can't really park there and fish town side of the bypass bridge. So I know on the on this Have Your Say page on the Fenland District Council, it says that there will be improved facilities for fishermen. But if anglers can go on there, click on the link. I've shared it on my personal Facebook page. I'm sure you might be able to share it on yours. Oh no, not on maybe this Facebook page. Click on the link, drop down and just write some comments of what you feel would be ideal.
Go on Alex's page because everything's all my stuff's deactivated.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to start it back up for a couple of months yet, mate.
Right.
Get rid of that, all that waste of timeism. But yeah, so go on Alex's Facebook page, click on the link.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you send me the link, I'll drop it.
It's
in
on the March
description.
District page as well. Have your say of what you feel. Obviously, don't put something down that's going to be ludicrous, but personally, we just want some car parks where we can park sensibly, not worry about annoying local residents at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, because we are getting earlier and earlier with our draws. I don't know why we are, but we are getting earlier and earlier and earlier with the draws. So yeah, if you could all, local anglers, click on the link, let the Fenland District Council know how many actually anglers do come to the Fens and fish, that'd be great.
I was going to say, everyone keeps it really positive and actually tells the council that there's thousands of anglers come in the particularly in the winter, and mention the Winter League final, the practices for the Open, and
maybe even put a comment in there about the local hotels, B&Bs, how busy they are with anglers, and if you're an angler that perhaps lives away and you come down here to fish, whether it be for pike or whatever, let them know that what you want, really. Yeah,
it can't hurt, can it? But keep it positive, please.
Yes.
Nothing negative, because it could be used as they're whinging again. So just keep it positive. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Another positive thing, litter pick. I'm just checking. I'm sure we said April the 6th.
Okay.
I think I've got a bit of glass in my hand. Hold on. From kicking over stuff. Yeah, I'm sure we said April the 6th, didn't we? Sunday. We haven't. You can see how professional we are. We haven't spoken about this at all. So it is the 6th on the Sunday. What we did last year is we asked people to meet either at the Bypass Bridge, Health Centre Bridge, or Wigstones Bridge. Mm-hmm. And we'll have Fenland District Council bin liners. So the plan is we'll pick up the litter. We'll start about 10 o'clock, pick up litter for about 2 hours. It's not too bad, actually. Mm-hmm. Mainly because we picked up loads last year and the anglers don't actually drop litter.
There was a lovely chap that lives down in West End Park here on Sunday, and he had a bag, Fenland District Council bag, and he was litter picking. I had a good conversation with, I don't know who he is from Adam, but I was speaking to him about this, that, or whatever, and, between the people that live along here and us, as anglers, we're doing as good a job as we can to look after everything, and just hope people realise what we actually do and not what others don't do.
Well, it all helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think most of the litter is actually blown from elsewhere, and it gets caught up in the trees. But we'll pick it up. We got 33 bags last year in a tandem.
Right.
I think we'll struggle to beat the tandem.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
guys, so it's, what did I say? Bypass, Health Centre Bridge, or Wiggies around 10 o'clock. We'll have somebody there with some bin liners. It's not a group thing. It's individual, because obviously you have to have risk assessments and insurance in place if it's a group activity. So it's just a bunch of people getting together. So make sure you bring gloves, anything you might... I'll tell you what would be a good idea, sunglasses, because when you reach into brambles, they hit you in the head.
Yeah.
So just be careful, bring some stuff that you might need, and then we're going to have a pint in the ship afterwards. Mm-hmm. That's the plan. And Cheesy's going to bring some cheese and pork pies.
Nice.
I think.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. Right, that's that one. Do you want to mention the junior section at all?
Yeah, you can do. See, we've got a little bit further on, haven't we?
We have. Well, we had a very high level meeting the other night, didn't we?
We did indeed, yeah. In
the Gurkha Spice with the same culprits, the Cheesemeister, and myself and Alex, and we had a special guest, from the Environment Agency.
Oh, John Price, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Is he taking a lead role in this?
No.
It's just main curry eater.
He's too busy.
Yeah. Anyway, we had to get together, and we've had 2 separate conversations with an organisation who run Let's Fish. So that's been very positive.
Yeah, and they were very positive to get involved as well, weren't they?
Yeah,
They were,
yeah.
You know, which is great. It is great. We've had lots of feedback from people saying and stuff like that, but they were very keen to help us, weren't they?
Yeah, they are incredibly keen, and
Yeah.
they run. I think they run like 170 events around the country.
Wow, yeah.
So we just ours isn't an event; it's going to be weekly sessions. So it's slightly different, but they're going to help out no end as well. So that we're going to start probably back end of June, aren't we? But we'll get definite dates and days sorted, and I think we're going to try and start off with 10 youngsters.
Yeah, around something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so around 10 youngsters. Obviously, they have to be accompanied by their parent or guardian, and we're going to run 1 2-hour session once a week for the same children. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to play it by ear to start off with.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get quite a few juniors go, I want to have a go at that. So I think we need to, can't sort of say, oh no, go away. Do you know what I mean? We've only got enough for 10, but I'm sure we can sort something out.
Well, I'm sure 1 or 2 will book on it and then give it a go and then not like it. So we'll have room to get other people involved as well. Yeah. So I think the best thing to do at the minute, guys, is just spread the word that we're going to start something off. We'll give more definitive ideas of what's going on, how to book onto it once we've got it established, because we have to get the risk assessment sorted and work out the child protection side with level 2 coaching award anglers. So there's a lot to do behind the scenes that we're doing at the minute, but it will all come to fruition. It'll be good. It will be good. And if anyone wants to get involved who is a level 2 angling trust coach, let us know. And if anyone wants to get involved who isn't but would like to probably get trained up, let me know, because that's our plan, is to get people involved and then we'll get a course put on probably at Rookery, I should think.
Hopefully. I think we need about 6, something like that.
So that's the plan to going forward as well. So it's going to be good, mate. Right. HAJAK?
HAJAK League, yeah. So
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So last round was all at March, with obviously the Sunday after the Winter League final. So everyone was like, oh, it's going to fish, the fish are back. Oh, it's amazing. You know, everyone gets a bit carried away again, don't they? And it did fish very well, the Winter League final. And to a certain extent, it sort of eased the moaning and groaning and stuff like that. But to me, it hasn't really, you know, we've still got to be mindful of predation and whatever this year. I think one match doesn't mean that they're all there. Do you know what I mean? You know, that's all I'm saying. I know the fishing's been better since, but it's still not what it was. It's not what it should be. So don't get carried away is what I'm saying. So the sections were going to be on the bypass because there was loads of fish topping in the evenings, and 2 or 3 anglers had been down on separate days and caught nothing during the day. How mad is that? So we just fished basically from the turning bay back towards the long peg, as it's known. So behind the bandstand there. Last round, going into it, there was Dara Tackling Baits were leading. Second was Tackling Baits Select, and third was Peterborough. I think fourth was the March team, and then the other teams were pretty close together. With the way it was fishing, it was always going to be a fishing match, but you still have to draw right ends of sections. And on the day, Dara Tackling Baits did very well off a tough draw. I thought was, you know, I didn't have a particularly great set of pegs. I think they had like 15 points or something.
So you managed to get all the anglers in that small...
Yeah, there's a lot of pegs there. A lot of pegs. So they wanted about 15 points. And runners up on the day were Peterborough. They had 3 section wins as well, so they did well. And I'm trying to think who was third. Can't remember who was third. It might have been Stanjay, one of the Stanjay teams. Anyway, so individually wise, it was 1, Now, who did win this match? I can't forget, can I? Chris Daniels won the individual. He had £17. He was near the slipway. He's had a very good HAJAK League. He's done really well this year. And he had £17. He had an odd big rud and some skimmers. Runner-up was, I'm going to say, who was second? Well, they don't. The way they've done it this year, they haven't paid like the top 3 individuals, whatever. They've just done the winner of each section and then 2 mini sections. So obviously, Chris Daniels won that one. Then there was Charlie Gooch won my section. I was up near the turning bay section nearest to the bypass again. Then there was, I think Jonathan Means won his section with about £15. Matt Page won his section. Who else? I'm missing one section result there. I'm trying to think who it was. But anyway, it was standard March really. Had to wait a little while for it to get in gear because we had heavy overnight frost for about a week. And there was a few roach to be caught, skimmers to be caught in areas, a few perch, odd rud. And it was a good match really. It wasn't the normal end of season massive weight job, but it was a good match. So overall league standings, Darwin Tackle and Baits won the league. So I think that's 4 out of 5 years we've won the HAJAK. Runners up were Peterborough. Third were Tackle and Bait Select. And then fourth was, I think it might have been Mark 1 White. It might have been Mark 1 White or Tackle and Baits March. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird HAJAK Winter League. Normally it's all about bagging and different venues. But yeah, it was a good league. Well run by Fizz and Duncan. And obviously Bob pegs out every match. And you know, everyone gets a few trophies and different bits and bobs. They have an individual trophy, which was won by James Draculic this year. He had 7 points over the 5 rounds. So he had 7 points? 4 rounds, 7 points. Yeah, done really well. And then Graham Smith was second with 8. I think Alistair was third with 10 points, something like that. So yeah, all in all, been another successful winter, I suppose, for Diver Tackle and Baits.
Without you in the team.
That one was, yeah.
Yeah. There's something to be said about that.
Yeah, well, you know. So yeah, as a team, we've won the Eastern Region. We won the local Winter League, HAJAK League, and then runners up in the Winter League final. So we've had a steady season. Bit gutted, obviously, not to win.
You've done incredibly well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Locally.
Yeah. This year's been, I suppose we were 10th in the national, or 9th or 10th in the national, something like that. So
yeah, it is good. What's the plan for next year?
So we've got Census Challenge in a couple of weeks, which is not everyone's cup of tea in the team. A lot of anglers don't fancy it whatsoever, but it's it's a massive competition with the winner of that going through to the World Club Champs, which is in Iniscara in Ireland.
I hear there's a few beers to be had.
Yeah, there's a few beers. Yeah, there's not normally loads of fish to be caught, but it's very tactical, and normally the top 4 or 5 bloodworm teams come through. You know, when it's teams of 5, they are seriously strong teams of 5.
Yeah, I bet.
So that'll be, to do well in that, if we come top 10 in that, I'll be, we've done well really. And then after that we have a bit of a break till obviously June. River season starts. A few of the lads, well, most of the lads will be doing sort of River Fest and their own little things, but we'll come together and hopefully give the Division 1 National a bit of a go this year.
Where's that being held?
So that's on the Warwickshire Avon, so that's all Evesham and Stratford and all around there. Proper river fishing.
Stick float, flat float?
Might be, yeah, bit of waggler work, bit of this, bit of that, like medium heavy. But so we've got that, and then the select team has got Division 2 National to look forward to, which is on our home venues as such. It's on 10 Mile, Middle Level, Lewes at Adelaide.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. Yes, and also the Feeder National, which is the first time that's come this way. That again will be on 10 Mile and the U's as far as I know. So again, hopefully we can put a strong enough team in for that. It's in September. It's the end of September, the Division 2 National. September is such a busy month for big finals and competitions, and it's hard to get an island as well. September's prime island. It's like everything happens that time of year. So yeah, look forward to that. And then Winter League time again. Before you know it, it's mad. Absolutely mad.
It doesn't take long to come around again, does it?
It really doesn't. It's amazing how these top anglers have so much time, to go fishing. When do they get time to prep and stuff?
Yeah,
it's frightening.
crazy.
But,
yeah.
So yeah, that was the summary sort of what's been happening and what's hopefully going to happen.
Cool. Right, let's change tactics slightly. I'm Alex can see what I'm holding up here. I've got the Spilsby AA. They've been churning out these matches. They've done well. So Derek, thank you for all these match results. I'm just going to do a catch up before we get into the March Open. So I don't think we mentioned this one because this is when the last podcast would have come out. So it's Wednesday, 26th of Feb. 8 anglers fished. Have they got permanent pegs where they are?
They're permanently pegged, yeah.
Will they use the same numbers? Because there's a reason why I asked in a bit. I got a bit confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me. Anyway, so first on the day was Dave Ashmore with £9. Second was Mick Stamp with £5.10. And third was Tony Vamplew with £4.13. So that was good. Match weight, I like this because Derek gives me a breakdown. Total match weight was £37. The average weight per angler, £4.6.
Yeah.
Which is good because you'll see why in a minute. They had a match then last Sunday. Again, it's on a Spilsby AA match on the River Steeping, and the match results were so much lower. I don't know what that was due to. Whether it was the frost that killed it.
Yeah, was that Wednesday, did you say?
It was Sunday the 2nd, so it was 2 Sundays ago.
Right, yeah, we had frosts.
Was it?
They would have done that as well, yeah.
So first place was Derek himself with £3.7. Second was Mick Stamp with £3.4. And third was Alan Slater with £2.1. And the average weight per angler was £1.5. So that shows you how it's just a complete change. And then it got worse. They had the Wednesday match. 8 anglers fished. And first was Tony Vamplew with £3.10. Second was Kevin Harrison with £1.7. The third was Derek Skinner with 13 ounces. The rest didn't weigh, which is crazy. They had an average weight of 0.7 of a pound. And then they fished on Sunday, the same stretch by the looks of things, and it was a complete turnaround. So they had an average weight per angler of 5.8 pounds.
Bloody hell.
How does that happen?
I know.
So equal first was Mick Stamp and Mark Cook, both with £10.4, and third was Kevin Harrison with £8.9. So that's some weird things going on there. Those fish are moving around a lot.
Certainly are.
Do you know the stretch at all?
Not really. I've been once and blanked, so I haven't been back since.
But it just shows you.
It took me about a day and 6 weeks to get there, even though it's only about an hour away. The traffic was just midweek traffic on them roads. There weren't one main road all the way there from here to there. So, but yeah, great venue. We'll park behind your peg, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but that's incredible. The difference in the weights, the average weights. Okay, right. Let's get to the last March Open of the year.
Yep.
I need a bit of background information here. Saturday afternoon, I saw Dave Williams with his 2 sons, and they're mates. So he was out down the river with 4 lads. I don't know how old they are, about 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
8. And another guy came down with another lad as well. There was a whole bunch of them in the swim, the second swim up from the health centre bridge. Mm-hmm. So on the back end of Mist on the Water.
Yep.
And I was talking to Dave about 3 o'clock time, and they were hauling out fish left, right, and centre, and they had some decent sized rudd. So there's a backstory to this, because on Sunday, guess who drew that peg? The Molemeister himself. So I came out early morning with my newfound friend to try and get him to have a wee and a poo in the garden. Saw the Molemeister and went, "You're going to win the match." There were 6-year-olds hauling decent sized rudd here yesterday on a controller float, a cup controller float. I said, "Moley, you've got to win this match." And he said, no, the swim's been ruined then. They've all caught these fish beforehand. And next swim was the Windmill Steve. And he was saying that opposite his, it's absolutely solid. There's fish everywhere. And I'm thinking, there's going to be some big weights. And upstream from him was Jonathan Means.
Tickle the pickle.
He was very quiet.
Yeah.
He wasn't really very talkative.
Why?
Emotionally scarred, I should imagine. But
right.
yeah, he wasn't. He was a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Don't know what was wrong with him. Anyway, so the match started. I left them alone. I didn't want to skyline them too much. So I popped back, see how they're getting on. Windmill Steve was hauling. Only little things, but on the waggler, every cast. Moley was whinging. I said, "You're not catching?" He went, "No." I said, "Why not?" To be fair, it was backing up, wasn't it? It was backed up.
It was horrible, yeah.
And then I gave him some advice on where to fish on these swims. Particularly Steve. I said, "You need to get under that willow tree, Steve." I said, "You're far too far away." I said, "Put a bit of corn on, size 8 hook, get it under that tree." So he took my advice a little bit. I think he put a bit of corn on, but I don't think he put the size 8 on.
Probably doesn't own a size 8 hook.
Which probably was the reason why the next thing happened.
Right.
I said, "You need to get under the tree. Risk and reward."
Yeah. Straight in the
tree.
Squirrel fishing.
And then he blamed me. He said, "That's your fault." I said, "It was a plan, mate. I've now gained another float. When you snap off, I'll go and get that later."
No, you'd already been round and got it. I know how tight he is.
He was going to leave it. He got it out eventually. But it was funny. Yeah, a bit of
he'd have gone swimming for that.
Yeah, but it was funny that they stopped catching. The whole bit just died for a little bit as well. But it might have been me standing there shaking my arms about. I don't know. But it was a bit weird because you drew behind the bandstand.
No, behind the swimming pool.
Behind the swimming pool. Yeah. And I said, "Where's Alex?" They went, "Oh, he's in." I said, "Oh, he always gets the good trawl bags."
Yeah.
Was Polly near you somewhere?
He was near the town, near the slipway, the peg that won the match the week before.
And Dave Lee was on the culvert, like you said.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, he's bound to bag up there.
It wasn't a big match, so it was about 40 pegs probably. So the highest I could draw was the willows. And
I did hear that you had set up early and then you walked. You went on a walkabout.
Yeah, well, we started at half. What do you mean a walkabout?
I said, Molly was saying that you've already walked past him and given him a bit of a psychological warfare.
Oh, yeah. I said, don't bottle it, mate.
So you went up the length, her in a buset.
No, we started at 10:30 and the draw was still at like 7:10. Everyone had drawn by 7:45. So, I set up. I left my waders in my van at work because I'd moved some nets and that in the week and put them on so I didn't get covered in shit. And forgot to take them back out of the van. So, luckily enough, Alistair Ogilvie set my platform up for me, so I was a bit worried about it.
You've even got a platform, bitch.
Yeah, but I had to take all his gear down, his peg. Like, he'd never do nothing for you for nothing, Alistair, that's the fact. So I had to carry all his gear down.
Alex, mate, show me in this team next year. Winter League final. I'll put your platform in for you.
And but it was... Yeah, I drew the second peg behind the swimming pool. Rum bucket is the boat.
A noted peg. Skimmers.
Can be, yeah. Yeah, it can be. But
a good angler would have caught a few skimmers there.
Undoubtedly, they'd have caught loads of skimmers. It was a snag pit. I don't know if anyone else has drawn that peg, but I have done so many hook lengths. It's a joke. And we got there, and it was moving nicely to the right. And the pegs are nicely spaced out, I would say. So it's not like you're tight or anything like that. And you've got depth, the same depth everywhere, pretty much within 6 inches. Normally you got a bit of cover from, with shade and stuff. So the skimmers live there. There hasn't been many roach there. When it's been in, it's mainly been skimmers. And started off, had a little perch, another little perch, and then struck into, I thought, oh, what's this? Like, I thought it was a big rudd or something. I was playing it, and then I thought, no, this ain't a rudd. It's trying to get under my keep now. And it was a tench, about a pound.
Oh.
Yeah, it was tench, about a pound.
So how are you going to now...
So...
You caught a tench.
Yeah.
They shouldn't count, should they?
Not normally, no. But this is a noted tench. I think it's been caught the last 5 matches. It's about £1 with a little dink out of its gill plate here. It's a perfect little thing, apart from this little mark on its gill. So I had that, and I thought, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And then it's like stopped and started backing up properly. And I mean, it was backing up hard. Like, you could fish a flat float with it backing up, which not normally right. There's a horrible scum on it, which you often get this time of year when the bottom starts to come up. And I never got going. I could never catch. I could, you just get in a rhythm of catching a few fish, and then you get snagged on the bottom again. And these skimmers were on the bottom. Like, if you didn't fish on the bottom, you weren't catching these. They're not big skimmers. They're all little, like, pommies and bits and pieces. But for whatever reason, I didn't fish a very good match. Frustrating day, really, because you can see people catching either side here. And it just didn't happen for me. And I got chip shopped.
I was going to say, it's a...
Yeah, I got chip shopped. First one of the year.
Have you been reminded about it several times this year?
Yeah, well, to be fair, the karma, last week I was giving Alistair Ogilvie quite a bit of shit about being chip shot quite a few times this year. And, got chip shot this week. It's like, no matter how well you try and fish and do, it's like, you're getting chip shot this week. Whatever happens, you're getting a chip shot. So, disappointed end of the season personally, but... I'm happy it's come to an end, really.
It's been a weird season, isn't it?
It has. It feels really longer than ever. Maybe, the fishing that I've been doing has been catching little roach and a few perch and stuff. I haven't been anywhere near. I haven't caught a decent skimmer this year at March, but believe it or not, that nearly £11 was my second best weight at March this year.
And last year that would have been...
Well... Yeah.
So
last weight was £13.
What were the scores on the doors?
So the individual winner was Tony Watlin. It's coming to a bit of a... He draws better than Polly now,
It's unbelievable. Was he using your flat floats again?
No, I had them back. He had £23. I think he caught quite a lot of rudd on a waggler, like little dumpy rudd on a waggler. Not them great big uns, but he had a lovely day. He was 2 below the health centre bridge. We knew they were there because some, kids and people chucking bread in off the bridge, and it was like Piranha City. They were everywhere. So he won it with 23, and then runner-up was Mr. Tim Bates.
Oh, has he been? I hope he's been giving you some.
Oh, I'm pleased for him because of the year and that he's had to come second, he's buzzing, really.
Is he giving you some?
No, he's not like that at all, is he?
No.
He had a load of perch. Basically just fished like a top getting one all day and with worms, and just caught perch all day, and then had a little run of like pound skimmers. And
where was he?
He was the first peg above Wigston's Bridge.
Really?
Yeah. So he had £21.7 or £21.
Because normally you'd fish towards that boat.
Yeah, but he just fished top getting one all day, just like nice and simple, just feeding some worms and catching some more perch, feeding a bit more.
What made him do that?
Don't know. He just one of them, innit? Just caught fish chuck on it, so he stayed on it. But it was. Dad was second, so he's buzzing. Third was Sir Bob with £20.7. He was 2 pegs away from the culvert. And then I'm not sure if it was Alistair Ogilvie or Dave Lee that was fourth. They would have had just under £20 or £19. Polly and Ray had a couple of 17s. So yeah, it was all right fishing. Chris Daniels won Alistair won it, but it's like 15 pegs away. You get out of breath walking from that peg to the next one. And he had like just under 20, but then all of us had our own little mini match down there, and he had 12.5 pounds, something like that, to win them pegs. It wasn't amazing, but it was nice. The sun was nice, got a bit of a tan, it was...
Oh, Windmill Steve was in his polo shirt.
Yeah, I was. I sat in this all day in my bib and brace.
He said, it's a little bit chilly down here in the shade. I went, you are in just a polo shirt in March?
Yeah.
Not the town, but the month of March.
Yeah.
Went, yeah. I said, my phone said, my app reckoned it was 18 degrees.
Really? Nice.
It was gorgeous out there. Went out of the wind. It was just like, oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a strange one, mate, isn't it? Well, let's not be the harbinger of doom. Let's wait till next season and see what happens.
Hopefully next season will be rigid.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. I think we're going to do 2 more. Excuse me, 2 more podcasts this season.
2 more, right?
Yeah, we'll do a recap.
Okay, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do the litter pick, and we need to fit one in between.
Yeah.
So even if we could actually get a guest on, which would be quite unique for this season. You keep promising me Andy.
What about your mate, All Love You Simon, maybe?
Oh, he's not speaking to us, is he?
Wow.
He's gone to your competitors.
No. I know he's got some new floats.
Has he?
Yeah. So.
Well, maybe we have a...
And plus, the census challenge is in a couple of weeks, so maybe the Monday or Tuesday after that would be a good idea.
That's actually what we were going to do.
Yeah.
We thought about this in the couriers. Yeah. So next podcast will be a surprise for us and you guys.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
No, we have got no idea. A bit like normal. And then the litter pick, like I said, we'll do that as well. So we'll show everybody what we do. But also, I'll go out of the boat beforehand. We'll do the riverside bit as well. So that'll be good. That'll be very good. Right. Anything else you want to add?
No. Just that's the end of the season as we know it. Really, the next podcast there'll be no more river fishing until June. Hopefully, it'll be better next year.
Well, I think it needs to start off with us catching 10 each.
Well,
that could be positive karma for the whole year.
Yeah.
Because obviously we struggled. I actually let you. I didn't try.
Right. Yeah.
So
Is that what Arsenal have been doing all year, not trying? So
We
we
own-
second again.
Tuesday and Wednesday matches are the only important ones. The weekend ones don't count.
Right.
Yeah, just thought I'd let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. But we haven't spoken about football either, which we're not going to.
Why not?
Jeff Tuttleby doesn't like it. And
Hopefully, next podcast, miracles happen. And Newcastle might have won a trophy.
what, the League Cup?
Th-
Is that a trophy?
Oh, yes, that's a trophy in our eyes, all right, yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll let you wear your Newcastle shirt then. Your Sports Direct Newcastle shirt.
No.
If you want a trophy. Right, we're rambling, we need to go.
Yeah.
See you all in a couple of weeks with a big surprise.
See you later.